I attended Reigate Grammar School between 2001 and 2003, and I was deputy head girl there. And then I went on to read history at Trinity College, Cambridge. I didn't know what I wanted to do when I graduated, so I decided to try a vacation placement at a law firm, which is 2 weeks work experience, which I enjoyed tremendously. And then I trained and qualified as an associate at Allen and Overy. But after the birth of my first child, I realised I wanted a different balance in life. So I set up my own business, selling legal services back to law firms. And since then, I've worked on a variety of cases for different law firms, which has been very enjoyable.
I spent about 15 years in banking, including a stint working in New York. And it was only when I went off to have my first child that I realised on coming back to work that my feet had got wider. So I went looking for some wider fitting alternatives and was very disappointed to find a lack of stylish shoes available. Recognising a gap in the market, I investigated getting some shoes made, and that's really where my journey to shoe design started.
From a very young age, I was made to believe that knowledge was the key to success. Hence, we need to have and bring up independent young girls from a very young age, let them have self-worth, self-belief, and empower them with knowledge and with good education, because that is what will help them in the workplace to be at par with their male counterparts.
I believe equality in the workplace is very important. In fact, equality everywhere is important. It enables people to focus on being their best selves, achieving what they want to achieve without being distracted by issues around gender. In my view, equality gives me the freedom to do what I want to do, pursue my ambitions, whatever they may be, and not be held back because I am a girl.
And finally, what does equality mean to me? Well, for me, there's still a long way to go. I see the deeply ingrained prejudices that we're fighting as a society every day. Most people don't even realise that they have these prejudices. For me, equality means not needing an International Women's Day. I look forward to a time when we can celebrate excellence every day, regardless of gender. But until then, we have to keep talking about these issues and supporting the people around us who are making these changes.
One of the greatest benefits of having a diverse workforce that really has equality at the heart of its culture is that in order to appeal to a broad audience, we need a broad staff. We can bring together different creative perspectives, different approaches to problem solving to create more robust products and services for our customers. So in a commercial context, if we reduce it to that, having a diverse workforce is critical.
My advice to the sixth form would be you are capable of more than you think you are, so try new things. Believe in yourself. There will always be people who say you can't. Let that be their opinion, not yours.
When I speak to my girls about equality and diversity, there are three things I like to say. The first is to remind them that they live in a bit of a bubble at the moment where equality is taken for granted and that the corporate world hasn't quite caught up yet. Be prepared for it to be harder in the outside corporate world, but also be prepared to try and shape the organisations that they want to work in. The second thing that I say to them is I want to encourage them to be courageous and to step forward and to make a stand wherever they see inequality, prejudice and bad thinking. And finally, I like to impress upon them the importance of role models. Role models are important for women and for other people who don't have equality yet, for them to see where they could go in life, you know, what they want to be, and to see themselves reflected in that.
And I would just encourage all of you to recognise where fairness has been due or not, and to be thoughtful about how to ensure you are in a place which is treating its underlying employees fairly.
In order to create a more balanced and equal society, I believe we need to actively challenge stereotypes, fight bias, broaden perceptions, and celebrate everybody's achievements and individuality. Ultimately, we all need support and empower one another, as an equal world is an enabled world, and there is no shortage of problems that we need to solve.